district. And as one of my responsibilities is to kind of coordinate the passages process that our sixth graders complete both at Atwater and Lake Bluff. It's the best part about my job because it is about celebration and it's about growth. And so I brought 4 students with me today to share about their reflections of how the passages went. So these 4 students are Atwater students currently, and they all successfully completed their passage last week. So I actually want to start with a round of applause because that was really, it takes a lot of courage. And so they're here tonight to just wait long enough. I wish that was everything. If you wait long enough, it'll go away.
Sounds like a seed application, right?
Improved sound.
So a passage is an opportunity, like I said, for students to celebrate their growth and to really reflect on their time in elementary school. And so each student up here with me and every student, both at Atwater and Lake Bluff, take time in the spring to look back over their elementary time and how they've grown as a person and as a student, and then also reflect on what are they into, what are their passions, what are they all about. To prepare for this, students are guided by classroom teachers. So tonight, the 3 6th grade teachers from Atwater here as well. Jeff Cartier is over there, and Carrie Zaitoff and Christian Mistel are in the back hiding as well. Hopefully they're waving to get some recognition for this too. They're guided by their classroom teachers to think about and reflect on artifact selection throughout the process. And so not only do students have to reflect on how they've grown, but they have to prove it. They have to have some sort of artifact that accompanies that. And so the teachers really support the students through that process, looking for evidence of their learning and development. The passage presentation helps students to gain a greater understanding of themselves and as members of our community. And then by completing this reflection and presentation, we hope that our students feel empowered to take their lead in their own learning, that they are in control of their destiny, of their learning and who they are and what they're about in school. Students, after that reflection, they present to a panel of 3, which is a future teacher, someone from SIS or SHS, a Shoreward administrator, and a community member. And passages are also encouraged to, or family members are also encouraged to attend the passage as well. So that's a little bit over an overview. I'm gonna stop talking because I wanna hand it over to Justice, Netta, Isaiah, and Daphne. All right, take it away.
Hello, my name is Justice Tomaszewski. I've been in Atwater for 9 years. I've been here for all the grades, so it's a little sad I have to leave Atwater, but SIS is something new, and I like doing new stuff. The part of passages that I enjoyed was the self-reflection, because it really brings out like who you are and how you can become a better student and a person. Also, it can show how your personality, or what you are proud of, and what you could get better at. What I learned from this experience is self-reflection, which is really important. I know this because I did not reflect when I was younger, and I got in trouble and stuff, and yeah. But I did not get better for a long time, but when I did do self-reflection, I got better. Things I found challenging in this process is the time and the effort. I found these things challenging because it did take a lot of time, and it was a big thing, and if you didn't have to do a good job, you had to start from scratch and do it all over again, which put a lot of stress on me and I know on others.
During my passages experience, I learned a lot about my comfort zone. I learned more about what pushed me over the edge, which was all the stress leading up to passages. Passages also taught me that I could speak to the panel very clearly because I learned that speaking wasn't the issue. I learned that my comfort zone has a lot to do with things that I can do individually. I thought before that speaking in front of the panel was what I was most worried about. I was incorrect, and I found out that the thing that really pushed me out of my comfort zone was what they were going to say about my presentation and what feedback they were going to give me. The feedback I got to celebrate was about the questions at the end of my passage presentation. The panel said that I had a good, well-developed response. I remember that one of my questions was why getting a C- on a piece of work was a good thing. At first I was really confused, but then I rebounded on the question. My panel said that they were impressed with my answer, and I was really proud of myself and grateful for my momentary victory.
What I like in general about Passages is it gives you that adrenaline rush that you need, like being scared, nervous, and happy. Some of these things help people in the long run. I'm the type of guy who likes scare every once in a while. And this had me scared. I thought I would have to redo it. I really did not want to redo this. I would not mind, but I just did not want to. I really liked the process because it was fun getting friends to reread it to me and tell me what I needed to fix. I got a lot of feedback from everyone, including the teachers. My panel all gave me good feedback and said I did well. Now that I'm done with this, I feel great because I did good, and I could use this in the future to get a job.
Hi, my name is Daphne Hammerland. I learned many things throughout this experience, but the biggest thing that I learned was that something can be scary and hard, but doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it, because you could really learn something from it. The thing that I found most challenging was to read my passage in front of the panel. It helped me get over my stage fright. In my passage, I said that when I'm doing something hard, that quitting won't even cross my mind. I learned that quitting would cross my mind, and I had to think of ways that would help me get through the hard times, but not quit. Before I started this, I really was scared, and I really didn't want to do it. I thought that I wouldn't pass and that I'd mess up when I was reading, but I didn't mess up, and I'm looking forward to doing it in a couple of years.
Good job.
Can we ask you guys a couple questions?
Sure.
Well, I was just gonna say that, I'm sorry to hear that it was stressful and that it made you guys worry. But I'm really impressed that you came here tonight to kind of do it again in some respects. So well done, thank you for coming. I was curious though, I wanted to ask if you had any suggestions on ways to make it less stressful so that other kids don't have to have that stress. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have-
So I think that one thing is that in the week leading up to Passages, there was like a million deadlines, and they were all for like a lot of big projects. And I think that the teachers some of the teachers overemphasize it a lot because they want you to like be prepared and be ready. But I feel like that puts a lot more stress on us because I remember the transition from 5th grade to 6th grade. In 5th grade, the teachers are like, in 6th grade, it's like a whole new world, and you're gonna have to work like twice as hard, which is true, but it's a lot stressful for the children because you don't really know what it's like, and it's a new thing. And when people kind of like push you towards the end that it's going to be stressful, it ends up kind of being more stressful.
Okay. Do you have anything else to add? No? So I wanted to ask, Daphne noted that in 2 years you guys get to do this again, and then 3 years after that, one more time. What is something that you guys learned this time around that you feel like is going to help you the next time?
Like I said in my thing, that I thought it was really scary and I didn't want to do it at first. But wait, what was the question?
Is there something that you think you learned this time around that's going to help you when you have to do it again?
Well, I learned that it's scary, but for the next time in the future that I'm gonna know it's scary, but it doesn't mean I shouldn't do it, and I should still like work hard at it, and then know that I'll get through it because I already did it before, and I did it before, and it was my first time, so I'll know that I can do it again because it'll be my second time.
I would just like to add, I love what you shared, Justice. Good seeing you. I haven't seen you in a million years. I was your soccer coach a long time ago. I didn't recognize you right away. But I did want to say that I think teachers and said that, I'm not sure, but perhaps they have about the middle school. And the middle school teachers, guess what they're gonna say about high school?
It's gonna be harder.
And it's not that it's harder, it's just that you're maturing and things are just more level appropriate. You're gonna do fine. It's not gonna, what was this year twice as hard as last year? No. All right, so keep that in mind, and not to say, I don't wanna send a message that you shouldn't take school seriously, but just relax. It's gonna be level appropriate, it's age appropriate, you're gonna be fine, they're not gonna throw curveballs at you. What you did today, you should be very proud of, talking about stepping out of your comfort zone, learning how to take risks, pushing yourselves, Justice saying, loving the self-reflection, even if something's scary, you can learn from it. Those are the big lessons I want you to take, and that we want you to take with you as you move forward. So keep asking those tough questions and reflecting. You're gonna do great in middle school. And I guess I wanna ask one question. What are you most looking forward to next year when you get to the middle school? Yeah.
Lockers.
Lockers. Justice?
Gym half the year,
Gym half the year? Okay.
every day.
All right. Isaiah, do you have anything?
French.
French. Okay. And Daphne?
All the sport opportunities.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, take advantage of all the sport opportunities, and there's gonna be more and more as you go from the middle school to the high school. So be involved. Get involved in the myriad of clubs that they have. And that's a really good way of making time go by well and to get connected. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So just quickly, I just wanted to recognize the staff, because this is a project that's been, this is the second year we've had this project. And from a sixth grade teacher standpoint, I just want to congratulate all of you for all the hard work. I know you guys have put in a lot of extra time to be able to create that. So that, yes. So let's give them a round of applause. And also to recognize that this is a whole school effort. It's not just a sixth grade effort. That's as students are coming through, this is really a reflection on their elementary experience. So as we get farther and farther down the road here, we'll continue to do that. And we had a lot of staff that weren't directly involved with students this year as sixth graders, but had these students in the past that have served on the panel. That were really insightful. And I was in on Thursday and saw students just light up when their former teachers were part of the passages and could see that, and the pride that creates is pretty special. So thank you for all the staff to be able to participate in that. So just wanted to note that quick.